Good afternoon, family. Good afternoon. How are you doing? Today, I hope everybody's doing well on this tremendous Tuesday, this terrific Tuesday. I hope everybody's doing well. Man, it's been such a long time since I got on. Excuse my voice. The weather changing around here. Texas is one of those states that one day you up, one day you down. The weather don't know what it want to do. So my apologies for my throat being kind of dry. But I hope everybody's doing all right. It's good to see everybody, man. I haven't seen anybody for the new year. Hope the new year is treating everybody well, and we're all, you know, getting better and becoming in the midst of our becoming. I hope everybody's great. 2020 was something. um, yeah, 2020 was something, but we made it. We made it, even if everybody may not have been crawling in, running in. Some of us may have crawled through 2020 and got through 2021, crawled through their finish line. Some of us may limped across. You may have walked. Then you got a couple of sprinters. Some folks just ran through 2020 like it wasn't nothing. So, however you made it through 2021 and you got here, shouts out to you. Shouts out to everybody that made it. So I'm just excited that we made it another year. But 2020 came with some lessons, and one of those important lessons that it taught me was what I can and cannot control. 2020 showed itself, showed its behind, and it just taught me there's a lot of things that we really don't have control of. And I know, it taught me where, hey, you can't come here and you can't come here without this restriction and without that restriction, and you got to do it this way and you got to do it that way. So for all your life, you get to be 18, 19, 20. I don't know how old some of you are, but me being 44, I'm like, man, I'm grown. I could do what I want to. And then here comes 2020 and shows you, just how grown we're not. Out of some of our freedoms and some of our familiarities that we're used to doing, some of our liberties got taken from us. Um, so it really showed me a lot of things that I could not control, and it made me stop focusing on those things and really put my energy to the things I can control. What can I control? And it just made me start refocusing a lot of my time and my energies into those directions. So I just want to come on and just give something that just hit me in my spirit. Just actually last 5 minutes, and one of the things I know that were the key sayings last year was no one should come out of this pandemic the way they went in. You know, the way you should be a totally different person when you come out of when we come out of this. And this new year, we still got COVID. Depending on where you reside, where your state is, they have different restrictions than other states. I know for whatever reason, which is neither here nor there. I don't know, but the governor of Texas, took away the mandate for masks. It's still a lot of people wearing masks, but he took off the mandatory mandate to have to wear them. So we still going through it. The numbers are coming down somewhat, or at least that's what they tell us. Um, so it looks like we're slowly but surely coming out of it. But last year, you know, we really had to adjust. So you should not be coming out of this pandemic the same way you went in. That's just a nugget right there. If you coming out the same way you went in, I see that some restructuring needs to be done. But anyway, I'm sitting here and I'm just thinking about what we owe ourselves. And I don't know if anybody's ever told you, but you owe you. And we have a lot of people that, regardless as to what type of team you're on, whether it be at work, whether it be at home, school, whatever you're doing in life, you're on somebody's team. Even if you're on a team of one, you're on somebody's team. And a lot of us tend to get aggressive when our teammates try to hold us accountable for our actions and our thoughts and the way we conduct our life. Our teammates are counting on us, so they hold us accountable. And a lot of times, your teammates ask you for things or ask things of you more than you think they should. You think they're asking for too much. And I just, my own personal belief, I don't really believe that. I believe a lot of us get antsy and we get aggressive and we get defensive when people ask too much of us because we're really not asking for that ourselves. I really do think that. I think it's kind of difficult to give somebody your all when you're not used to giving yourself your all. There's a lot of people out there that don't give themselves their all. Like, that's a big question. That's a huge question that some of us need to ponder. Like, why am I not giving myself my all? So, of course, if somebody comes and asks something of me, and I'm not one of those people that's used to giving my all to myself, then yeah, I'm gonna get a little testy because I feel like you're asking me for too much. I don't even ask that for myself, so why are you asking me? And that just hit me in my spirit like so huge because I'm in the middle of making some real, in my mind, I'm making some big moves on my end, and I'm like, man, this I'm trying to put this piece and this piece together, and I realize, man, you asking a lot of yourself. But I realize if I don't ask it of myself, I'll never have it. And that's why a lot of us are stuck and we don't have the things that we think we should. I know many times in my life, I've said, I'm not where I think I should be in my life at the age I am, whether it be in my 30s or even my 40s or sometimes in my 20s. I said, I should be farther along. But it was only when I realized it's because I wasn't pushing myself to the maximum limit. I wasn't doing the things that I needed to do and asking of myself what was required. I was doing what I felt comfortable doing. I wasn't doing all I could. You have to do what's required of you. And when you're not doing what's required, very seldom will you accomplish any goal. Any goal. It's very difficult to accomplish goals when you're not giving your all and you're not doing what's required. If it's easy, is it really worth it? Just as easy as it came, it can leave just as easy. But when you putting your work into it, and when you putting that grind into it, even if it's a project, regardless as it is, it could be a relationship. Most people don't know, but some people believe that, well, if it don't flow on its own, then it's not meant to be. No, 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 no. Nothing flows on its own. You gotta put some work to it. You gotta put some elbow grease to it. You gotta get dirty in that mess. If you come out clean, most folk with a clean jersey don't never get in the game. How can you convince somebody that you played when you got a clean jersey on? It ain't beat up, it ain't stretched, it ain't dirty, it ain't sweated. That means you never got in the game if you got a clean jersey. So you got to get in the game. You got to get dirty. You can't just depend on things to happen on their own. And that's one thing that, again, 2020 taught me. Nothing gonna happen on its own. You got to go out there and make it happen, regardless as to what it is that you say you want. Regardless, I don't care what it is that you say you want. It's not gonna happen without you because you're the one wanting. So you can get other people to help or whatever, maybe. But for the most part, if you're not putting in the most blood and you're not putting in the most sweat and you're not putting in the most tears, more than likely it's not gonna happen. And then when somebody else comes and asks you, hey, can you do this? Can you do this? I need this from you. I need this out of you. Well, yeah, that's when we tend to get upset because, again, in my mind, you're asking for too much. So I don't know, your situation. I don't know what it is that you're trying to accomplish, your goals, or just whatever you're trying to do in life. I know I got big things going on in my head. It's a lot of things going on that I got to make happen. And the only way it's going to happen is if I pay me what I'm owed. Like, I owe me. I owe me. No matter how many people I keep asking for help and do this and do that, will you please help me? No, I owe me. I'm the one that's trying to compensate by getting other people to do this for me or do that for me so I won't have as much to do. No, you got to do 100% of the work. You got to do 100% of the work regardless of what you want. And like I said, I don't know what you want, but you can't do it without 100% of you. I used to ask my kids all the time, and they make fun of me now that they're grown now, but I don't care what they made on the test. If they didn't make 100, I was asking them where those remaining points were. They made a 95. I was like, hey, what are the other 5 points at? They made an 85. I said, hey, what are the other 15 points? I want to know what happened to those other points because they're out there. That's just like leaving money on the table. Like, why you leave it there? You're not gonna make what you want happen unless 100% of you is on board. You leave any percent off, then it's likely not to happen, and you have nobody to blame but yourself, myself, ourselves. So I just need to shout that out to somebody. I know at least one person out there needs to get this thing, get to hear this. Um, we need to stop being so agitated when people are asking for all of us. Cause I'm one of those people. If I'm on your team, if we on teams and you call us, well, we on each other's team. Yes, beyond a shadow of a doubt, I'm gonna ask you for everything you got. I'm gonna ask you for every drop, and I'm not gonna apologize for it. I'm never gonna apologize for asking for all of somebody. Now you might not give it to me, but I'm never gonna apologize for asking. It's my right to ask. I feel like I deserve it. If we on the same team, I got a right to have all of you. I don't care if that's my child. I don't care if that's my parent. I don't care if that's my significant other, my business partner, I don't care what role you play. I don't care what role you play in my life. If you have a title in my life, you're going to give me all. You're going to give me every last drop. And by right, you got the right to ask me for that same thing. You accept 50% of me, that's on you. You accept 75% of me, that's on you. I can't help what you want or what you don't want, but you can't make me or anybody else want something they don't want. I don't want 85% of you. I don't want 80% of you. I don't want 98% of you. That 80-20 rule, some folk believe in that 80-20 rule. I'm not one of those people. I'm not one of those people. And the reason why I don't believe in the 80-20 rule or the 70-30 rule or the 50-50 rule is because how do I know the percentage you feel like giving me is the percentage I want or the percentage I need? What if the 20% that I want from you is the 20% you don't feel like giving me? You giving me all this other stuff over here. You giving me everything else you want me to have, but what I need is part of the 20 that I'm not getting. I can't afford that. I can't afford to take that chance. If you only giving me 50%, what if you giving me the 50% you want me to have and you hope I just don't ask for the other 50? No, no, no. I need 100. I need all my coin. I need my whole check. I even need the part that they giving to Medicare and Medicaid and Social Security. I need all them taxes. I need my whole check. I need my gross. They giving me net, but I need my gross. So yeah, I need my gross pay from whoever's connected to me. And I think you should be wanting that same thing. I don't think you should accept anything less than gross pay. I don't think you should accept net pay. I don't know what your finance, I don't know what you look like on your end. I'm just talking about me. I need my gross pay from every single person that's connected to me, every single person that say they something to me. And the reason why I have a right to ask for that is because I'm asking from me. I'm asking me for my 100%. I'm asking that. So yes, if I'm asking for 100% from me, then I'm also going to ask for 100% from everybody else. So for those that know me from a professional place and those that know me personally, I know I ruffle a lot of feathers. I know that. I ruffle a lot of feathers, but I ruffle those feathers because I'm asking something of you that you trying to get away with not giving me. So you kind of cheating the system. You trying to find a loophole, and I'm gonna expose a loophole. So I don't know who that was for. I know it's for me. It just hit me in my spirit like maybe 5 minutes before I got on, and I just felt the need to share with you. Sorry it's been so long since I've been on last. Like I said, I'm working on some big things on my end. I'm trying to take 2020 for all it's got. Everything 2020 taught me, I'm trying to put into action, trying to put into work. So I love you. It's good to see you guys again, hear from you guys again. Leave me a comment or leave me a like. Just leave me some feedback in the comments. It's been a while. Enjoy the rest of your tremendous Tuesday, and I'll talk to you soon. Love on somebody today. I know the day is almost over, but we got daylight saving time. We got a few more minutes left in daylight saving time. Find 3 people to hug and just tell them you love them. Just because. Bye.